Hi, it's me again with Corel Tips and Tricks, part two on how this person, I don't know how he drew his. And if you look, see the polygon shapes in there? We're going to get a six-sided polygon, holding down the control button so it's perfect. And then we're going to basically make a block. So we're going to 2-point line from the center outward to that node, from that node to the center, and from that to that center. So we've made a block. So go Control G to group it together. And then if you look here, we need 2 blocks up. So I'm going to hit the plus key on the keyboard and go right to there till it snaps in. Now I could at this time delete some lines, but I'm not going to. I can actually go probably Control D again because there's actually going to be 3 blocks. So grab that bottom section and put it right there. Now Control D or hit the plus key on your keyboard. I find it easier to move it out of the way and then grab that corner and have it snap to it. Plus key on the keyboard. This one's a little bit different. We need to go right there because it's going to be hidden. So I think we have it all. Now we need to delete some lines. But before we do that, I'm going to make a copy of this because we're going to need another block in a minute. So if we look at this yellow, we shouldn't be able to see these lines right here. We shouldn't be able to see these lines right here. Shouldn't be able to see these lines. I'm just taking away lines to make it look like a block. And there you have the shape. But I think the mistake he made was you really need one more block here. So we're going to take this, let's group this together. I don't think it'll really matter. But let's take this block right here and set it right there. Now I'm going to nudge it out of the way for a second, and I'm going to take away the interior lines. Well, can't really do that. Well, maybe that is going to work anyway. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to make it like mine over here. I'm going to color this all in blue. All the parts in blue. I am going to right click no outline. Well, you know, we really need those outlines, but I don't take it back. I'm going to back up here. We don't want, see, this has a line. So let's back up here. When we smart fill this, we might as well make it easier on ourselves because we don't need that line right there. So now let's smart fill it. Well, you know what I'm going to do? Well, I'm going to nudge as I'm going. So I'm going to smart fill that and nudge it down. That way I don't have these lines ever in the way, except for the ones I need. Now we're going to take this block. We're actually going to make it a green. Doesn't really matter. And I'm going to place it right on top of that other block. It'll be easier. I'm going to go to Object, Order, Front of Page. We need that block, I think, for rotating. So now I'm going to Control D, double click on the rotation and put it right there to that corner and rotate it 120 degrees. Whoop, that didn't work. Maybe because that's not all a group. Control G to group it, Control D to duplicate it. Double click on your rotation and put it in the center. There we go. Control D again, and there you go. So now we should be able to make this. Let's tell you what, let's ungroup everything. I've only done this once, so I don't know. So I'm going to make this one yellow, and then I'm going to make this block yellow. I'm going to make this block blue, and I'm going to make this block, whoop, I moved it, so move it back. You know what, I've got a double color there. Make that red. Somehow I'm moving it. Red, red, yellow, and red. Now, if we take away that block, actually take away the green block, take away the lines, well, we're not going to have a line then. We have to have the lines. Let's make them black. I don't, well, we can still fix this. Let's move it all down. What we need to do is now, well, one, I need to make this red to finish off the block and make this yellow. You know, you can always just grab that and then change the color. But we need to get rid of these lines that the other block is making. So we're going to take the virtual segment delete key. Tell you what, let's, I'm a little bit confused with what's going on. You know, that might have been the problem. Ha! Oh, there, I moved that one. You know, we want, tell you what, let's left click. No, I'll tell you what, let's put it back and let's right click no outline. But we got to have the outline. Sorry about this, I should have practiced. You know what we could do? Let's nudge that out of the way and nudge this out of the way. And then take that line away. There we go. Now fill these in with yellow. There we go. We need those lines. We're going to do the same thing probably on the blue. Now that is a little irritating. I don't know why that blue is showing up. There we go. Great. Now we need to do the same thing with this and see what happened. It has some imaginary, well, it has our lines from our first cube. So you can just delete those, and then we'll need to go back and we can make those other lines, these lines black. Great, worked. So that's how I would draw it. I think he just either he didn't have that extra block, or I mean the quick fix, no matter how he drew it, the quick fix of putting that block in front. Because sometimes, especially on 3 items, you can't have them all in the back of the page and all in the front page. Anyway, I hope that helped him a little bit. Thank you for watching.